All right, we're here, baby. Main stage of Battle of the Year 2023, Osaka, Japan.
So in this video, I'll be taking you guys behind the scenes at Battle of the Year 2023, and I'll be showing you guys how I prepared my students for the biggest breaking competition in the world.
All right, guys, welcome to Abu Dhabi Airport, where we're making our transit to Osaka, Japan for the Battle of the Year 2023. As you can see, I'm traveling with the kids today, and we have the adult crew that's gonna be flying over 1 or 2 days later. Because we qualified both teams for the World Finals at the Battle of the Year Central Europe. That means the kids, they won the kids battle, and then the adult crew also won the crew battle, also qualifying themselves for Osaka. So overall, great news. It's gonna be one big happy family in Osaka. All right, let me just sit down for a second. I love how quiet this place is. So let me tell you guys that I want to dedicate this video to the Battle of the Year brand or franchise, because Battle of the Year basically helped me become who I am today. All the videos you're watching, all the students I have, you know, none of that would be there if it wouldn't be for Battle of the Year. And it's basically been a big part of the working engine behind my school, because that's one of our main goals that we try to work up to, is to compete and win Battle of the Year. So far, we've been successful by winning Battle of the Year Kids twice, and hopefully we might just get a third World Kids title by the end of this week with these guys. So today, 2023, real crews and real quality teamwork is at an all-time low. Everybody's very, very focused on individuality, which is important, obviously, but there's no bigger meaning or bigger goal behind it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to breaking, it has been about representing your crew, representing your style, and representing where you're from. And that's why Battle of the Year is just such a valuable and traditional component of our culture. I mean, Battle of the Year has been around since like early 90s, maybe even late 80s. And the event, Battle of the Year, didn't just raise the bar for the breaking scene. I think it's probably the predecessor of all these big hip-hop competitions that we're seeing these days. You know, these things didn't exist in the late 80s, early 90s. They got inspiration from Battle of the Year. So the significance of Battle of the Year is just astronomical. And besides that, having a crew has a lot of benefits, which I'll share with you guys as soon as I get to Osaka, because right now we gotta catch our flight. All right, so we just arrived at the hotel, and no chill, straight out for some video shooting here outdoors in Osaka with no one other than the guys from Sup Stories, because they make some amazing videos, and I think this is going to be used for an announcement video for Battle of the Year. So yeah, it's looking really dope what I can see from the monitor. I guess I should include the results right here in the vlog, right? So here we go.
Welcome to Battle of the Year, Osaka.
So I told you guys that having a crew has a lot of advantages. And one of those advantages is this saying right here.
Alone you can go fast, but together you can go far.
And I mean like
really, really far.
And Battle Droids crew is the perfect example, because for the 10 years that we've been existing, I can't even count how many trips we've been to already and how often I've been able to give the opportunity to young students to travel the world and visit other countries and other continents. And just to name a few, we've been to America's Got Talent multiple times. We've been
into World of Dance, which was all paid for and all filmed in Los Angeles. I mean, that's a big thing if you're a European crew. I think this is our 5th or 6th Battle of the Year already. First time in Japan though. We had the whole crew go out to Texas to have like a training camp with Javi Coro. I had some students that went out over to Florida. I have a couple of kids here that won Belgium's Got Talent 2 years ago, which was one hell of an experience, I'm gonna tell you that. I mean, imagine experiencing these kind of things at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. Trying to accomplish these things by yourself can be pretty hard. But also as a crew, this year we started to collaborate with the city of Antwerp, which is our hometown city. And we basically got a whole new home, a whole new location where we can, have our classes and camps, extra rehearsals, organize events and make anything happen that we want. Because we've been struggling with a good location for a long time. Well, those days are over. If you have a decent crew and you get to work together as a team within break, but also outside break, you will simply just experience more things than people that just don't collaborate and just try and do it by themselves. So after all those beautiful trips and after all those beautiful experiences, this week will be another one. And let's start by visiting Osaka downtown.
So I've already been to Japan in the past, but for these kids, it was actually the first time. So it was really cool to see their reactions on how things go down here in Japan. From the busy streets all the way to the arcades, and even vending machines with giant crickets.
Oh my God!
All right, so the whole crew made it over. Everybody arrived this morning, and now the whole team is here. We're missing one more member. We're taking the opportunity right now to head on out, get ourselves some Krispy Kreme, and then some of the guys want to see like the Supreme store, and I don't know, man, some bitches. And some bitches. It's cool to have the whole crew together here in Japan. It's the first time for a lot of our members to be out here in Asia. So let's have a great time, do some crew bonding, and enjoy what Osaka, Japan has to offer. Day 3 was rehearsal time, with the Kids World Final that same evening, and the main event the next day. It was time to put in some work, especially because we had a brand new showcase, because I decided to cancel the one we were working on and start a brand new showcase with the Michael Jackson theme. And this is what the old showcase looked like. But if you ask me, the energy was just too low. So a month or 3 ago, I just decided to flip it over and create a show that just had a higher energy, because the lineup is just only legendary crews. Crews like Foundation, Super Crew, Predators, the Ruggeds that are here to defend their titles, Flow Excel with Hong 10, FE, and all these Korean legends, Mortal Kombat. The whole lineup is just top tier. So at this point, we're not in a position to display an artistic show. If we want to be qualified for that top 8 today, we really have to hit hard. And besides that, yesterday, I found out that we're going to be first in the lineup. Rehearsals the last week have been going pretty well. A lot of changes have been made the last week. Personally, I really love the showcase. The mixtape is just straight fire.
With they styles and their names, Frankenstein rock.
I mixed the whole thing myself. For anybody who's watching this and likes to choreograph, a good show starts with a good mix. If the mix sounds right, you're already halfway there. All right, so just finished rehearsal. That was pretty intense, man. It was pretty busy going from left to right. We had the kids on one side of the studio, and then we had the crew on the other side of the studio, and I was going back and forth the whole time and trying to clean up details for the show, trying to keep the kids focused, for their routines and all their rounds and all that. Overall, it did look pretty good. The last show we did with the crew looked pretty tight. No mistakes, well, almost no mistakes. But man, the kids crew, they were looking sharp. They were really hitting their music well, but you never know what might happen. So anyway, good rehearsal, really intense. I love it. All right, guys, hip hop non-stop, literally, because we're doing a new video shoot right here, this time with the adult crew. For those who might think that when you come to Battle of the Year, you're on vacation, it's a lot of hard work, man. You got to be ready for everything. Like today, it was rehearsal. From the rehearsal, go straight to video shoot. You have to keep working. You have to keep grinding. There's always more you can do. So that's what's happening right now. After the video shoot, we got back and then we watched the rehearsal footage. We had a few guys from Super Crew coming up, including Twix from Massive Monkeys. I don't know if you know this guy, but if you don't know him, then you don't know your shit. If you do know him, then you know your shit. Quicks was kind enough to give us some feedback on the show, and he loved the show. He was really into the Michael Jackson theme and all that. But that was really dope. He shared some very wise words with us, which is the type of moments that I really like. You know, having people that I look up to share knowledge with my students. Everybody's free now. Everybody's getting a little bit of rest in, getting some lunch in. Next up is kids battle. See what happens. All right, so after a little nap, everybody's ready to go.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, little Hayden, Melvino, aka Melly, Lironium, and here we have Kiki, aka Kyran. We got my man Haidar, aka Ice Cream. And here we have Diego, aka Dingo. All right, so we made it to the Battle of the Year kids. Apparently there's only kids from Japan that are competing. So is that good news? Not really. Usually during Battle of the Year kids, you have kids from all over the world competing. So yeah, during the qualifier, I saw a lot of interesting stuff. I gotta say, level is pretty high and there's a lot of interesting moves that have been done. However, if I have to be honest, I'm more impressed by the Chinese new generation at this point, because there's just a lot of Chinese kids coming up right now. And the level out there is, well, it's pretty insane. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely want to check out this video where you see me judge a national championship in China and you get to see what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, the level here is still pretty high. Also, they're stopping the battle at a very strict time limit, 6 minutes. And it doesn't matter who starts or who finishes, they're stopping at 6 minutes, which is a tough one, man, because that means not everybody might be able to dance. Also, we just had the adult battle droids just walk in, of course, to support the younger generation, which is really, really dope. So, top 4 is about to go down in a second. It's time to bring that fire, baby.
Okay, let's go.
And what happened was they started and they did solo with the routine and then another solo, basically doing 1.5 minute rounds. So from our end, what happened was by the end of the battle, we were only able to do 2.5 rounds. We didn't even get to finish our 3rd round. That's a tough lesson for the boys, just traveling all the way to Japan, winning the European qualifier, and then losing the battle this way. No, it's not about the routine overkill. It's about the quality of movement. You can definitely see that the kids here in Japan, the way of execution is just so light, so sharp. At this point, it is a worst case scenario because our boys did want to win, of course. But however, in Coach Sambo's eyes, this is actually the best scenario, because what's going to happen now is the boys are going to go home shocked, ego shattered. They're going to work. They're going to work hard. They're going to raise their standards to what just happened right here. And that's a good scenario because next year they will be ready and next year they will be back. So yeah, in every negative, you can find a positive.
Good morning, guys. What a shitty day yesterday. However, at these moments, you get the most valuable lessons. And if you apply these lessons in your next training sessions, you will grow. You will achieve your goals. I have signed up the kids for the one-on-one battle. At least they still get to dance a little bit more and time to wake up. I've known this for years. That's how it goes, especially in a competitive environment. Anyways, we got the one-on-one today, and then obviously we have the main battle of the year that's coming. Our goal today is to make top 8. That's why I'm gonna hit the shower right now and get it done.
We're at the main event right now. It's still early in the morning, it's 10:30. We got the one-on-one qualifier happening 5 minutes walk from here. Now we have all the crews arriving, there's stage rehearsals. So I'm gonna do a stage rehearsal with Battle Droids really quick, and then head back to support the kids doing the one-on-one. And I might just compete myself in the one-on-one, why not? All right, we're here, baby. Main stage of Battle of the Year 2023. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for the crew right now. They got all odds stacked against them because they're gonna be the first to compete this evening, but they're also gonna be the first that have a crew rehearsal, which is at 10:30. And right now it's like
10:15/10:20. So they're in their shuttle right now, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna get off the shuttle and they're basically not gonna have any time to warm up, and then we're gonna try and hit the show full out straight away, which is really unhealthy. It's just how it goes, man. If you wanna be up at this level between these type of crews, you really have to be rock solid mentally and physically. So the stage looks amazing. The event hall itself is smaller than what I'm used to seeing for Battle of the Year. Usually I'm used to seeing these huge concert event halls. Now it's definitely still big, but you see that the space and the chairs is pretty limited. At the end of the day, if you're here with your crew and you made it up here and you want to thrive up here, you better make sure you work your ass off, man, because this is not given to anyone.
I also want to give a quick shout out to my boy Liam for putting in a lot of effort designing a fresh new logo for the crew and getting the outfits ready for our showcase. Liam is also the guy that makes all the music for my YouTube channel. Yeah, he's pretty talented, besides being a sick b-boy.
Check him out in the description down below.
Woo! So, rehearsal on stage was pretty intense. You only get 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, you have to work out your staging, you have to work out your positions, and you have to do your show full out. It looked really good on that stage, man. And it really boosted up everybody's confidence, believing that we might make it past top 8, which is the whole goal, man. And our team was not warmed up, so we had multiple issues, man. We had Excel who pulled a groin during the show. We got Liam who got kicked in the face. And then we had other issues with Anthony basically not having any grip on the floor. So yeah, not really the most enjoyable circumstances, let's put it that way. But again, it's gonna make you or break you. And then we had to rush over to the one-on-one because we had the kids competing in the one-on-one and myself. And we still had a little time over, so me and the crew, we watched the footage of the rehearsal, try and tighten up some details some more, because, you know, it don't stop. And then during the one-on-one, it was really cool to compete. These Japanese b-boys, man, it's something else, I'll tell you that. A lot of original b-boys, a lot of unique styles. And at the end of the day, even if yesterday didn't really go as planned, it's still a wonderful opportunity for the kids and myself to just compete here in Japan between all these Japanese b-boys and b-girls. And with a little luck, somebody just might make it through the qualifier. You never know. By the way, the kids did really good in this one-on-one, and I'm just really happy that they got to dance a little bit more than yesterday, because yesterday really did something to them. Even though I do still believe it is for the greater good. I was just glad to see them really kind of enjoy just dancing here between these Japanese b-boys. They did great, especially Fita. Fita did a really good round, very confident, very tight. Well, most of them are kind of in the process of reinforcing the confidence on their new sets, their new rounds, because they've been working on their new rounds for like a couple of months now. And our goal is like to really push forwards in 2024. You can see that Fita, Curly Fita, he's really on schedule. You can see just his confidence and his playfulness really starting to push through, because those are the things that really make the difference when you're competing in battle, because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you're working on your sets or you want guidance to prepare for battle correctly, stay very tuned, because I'm working on this masterclass right here, which is the Prep for Battle Masterclass, because I share all the knowledge that I've gathered over all these years that I use to apply with Battle Droids, but also with Team China, on how to prepare for battle effectively and correctly. It's all filmed, it's being edited right now, so if you want guidance on how to prepare for battles, then stay tuned and make sure you get that masterclass. I was also really happy that I could compete, man. I'm not training as much as I used to. You might have seen some videos where I talk about my injury, and in all honesty, I'm just really busy from morning to night. And at this point, I'm basically just happy I can get videos out there. I still managed to pull off a pretty clean round, if you ask me. Had a lot of fun, put in a lot of character in there. You know, with a little luck, I might just make it through the qualifier. Also, I was filming our rounds with the drone inside. Drones really make beautiful footage, as you can see right now. And I tried something new out, man. I basically flew over the judges and started zooming in to basically spy on their notes. Basically, maybe even figure out who's making it through to the next round or not. That's some Mission Impossible b-boy judging, spying shit, man. And I don't know if you know these guys, Kaku and Suki, right?
Yes, I'm Suki.
Suki?
Nice to meet you. Mamma mia.
Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
So, we're about to get the results of the one-on-one.
B.Boy, Sambo.
Woo! All right, great news. Made it through the qualifier. I have no idea who I'm battling. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm really not that prepared.
Thank you, B.Boy Sambo.
Oh man, that kind of went well in the first round. Really feeling the music, just playing with it. second part of the second round, everything went south, man. I did like this thread combo that usually is very clean. I did a battle in Florida 2 weeks ago, exactly the same issue. Basically just doing the thread and then feet are just sticking against the floor, legs become heavy as fuck all of a sudden. Even though I did mess up the second round completely, I still had 1 vote. So if I would have just selected maybe a little bit more of an easier combo and I would have just finished up clean, stayed confident, stay on the music, then I might have even just won that and make it through the top 8. It's just lack of practice, man. You know, in a way it is heartbreaking. At the end of the day, I am sacrificing my own career for the career of others. I competed for fun, but it's obvious that I'm still capable of doing very well in battle, but I just don't have the time or the energy at this point. And hopefully after Olympics, there might be a little bit of change. I'd love to compete again and, you know, just work on myself and train on a daily basis to win a BC1 Belgium, man. Last time I won a BC1 Belgium was 2009 or 10. That's a long time ago, man. That's crazy. All right, so let's head on over to the main event. Let's see what's up with Battle Droids. Let's get their minds on point. We keep going, we keep moving. There's no stopping until we reach that freaking top 8. Yo, I just heard that one of my students, one of the young guns, AKA B.Boy Kyran, he's calling out one of the adults, man. I love that. And I told my boys, if you really want to make me proud, go and call out someone here in Japan. Because people are not doing it enough, man. These days, everybody's pussy, bro. We got another call out. There we go. Yo, they make me so proud, man. They make me so proud. And if you guys want to make me proud, go call out someone. Don't be a pussy. Go for it. All right, so the main event is about to start. We got the crowd moving in. We got everybody warming up backstage. I'm about to rehearse a little bit with the team. And as you probably understood by now, it's a lot of struggle and a lot of hustle to get here. Not just for the coach, but definitely also for the dancers. Being a crew and working together as a crew for big goals is really challenging, man. Because our members are all different ages. They all have different life choices. Some of them are working, some of them are studying. Everybody has their ups and downs. Everybody has feelings and emotions and opinions. And everybody has their boundaries. And at some point when working as a crew together, your patience does get tested. But that effort is rewarded. Just being out here all together, it just makes me very proud of all of them. Because at the end of the day, all of them started when they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Look at this, 10 years later, they're at the biggest crew competition in the world, representing in between the biggest crews out there. So I hope this is inspiring for a lot of you people and build towards a new kind of future for breaking, man. Because at this point, Battle of the Year is really struggling to get crews together. And with the Olympics and Red Bull BC1 and all these individual competitions, it's just so easy for B-boys just to work on their individuality. But as I said previously, the reward is way smaller, of course.
Okay, let's go.
Japan, make some noise for Battle Droids! Yeah, 2, 3.
My team supreme, stay clean. Triple B, lyrical dream. I'll be that. Catch your seat at all events, man. I got a song that I turned some of Michael Jackson shit into some gangster shit.
Woo! My heart is pounding, bro. Crowd reactions were actually way better than I expected. They did a great job, man. They opened up really, really well. On the energy side, it was between a 60 and a 70%. I wanted it to be a little bit more raw, you know, a little bit more wild, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, It's a lot of pressure. It's a big stage. So if you've never been on a stage like that, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. It's hard, man. It's really hard. So at this point, we're watching all the other shows. I see a lot of shows with good moments. Definitely a lot of very good tricks and a lot of very good combos. So yeah, now it's all up to the judges and waiting for those results. Hopefully we make it into that top 8. So I have Thomas here next to me. He's the one and only founder of Battle of the Year. Just wanted to introduce you to you guys because if he wouldn't have done what he did back in the day, there wouldn't be no Battle of the Year. And I think many people here wouldn't actually be doing what they're doing today. So thank you, Thomas.
Everybody's welcome. We keep it up.
All right, so amazing news. We made it to the top 8. We're gonna be up against Ruggeds, which is kind of a pity because 2 years ago, we were also against Ruggeds. And basically the Ruggeds, they live really close to us. This battle could have happened back in Belgium, basically, or back in Europe. But anyway, mission accomplished. We made it to the top 8. Now let's try and get the best possible battle out of it. And let's hope we get that experience that we need to beat a crew like Ruggeds. And I actually don't believe that we're like 8th place. I think we're like ranked 5th or 6th, which is really good because that means we actually got a better score than 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 legendary crews. Very motivating. Makes me very proud of my team. And I can't wait to hear what you guys thought about that show. I'll leave the link in the description down below so you can check out the show separately because I'm not gonna add the show to the vlog. It's just gonna make it too long. It's probably gonna be a long ass vlog anyway. So let's get everybody warmed up, get those routines ready. Let's try and give the Ruggeds a hard time. Here we go.
On this side, we got Battle Droids! Yes!
Okay, let's go.
So Ruggeds took the battle, not really surprised there. And just to add a little bit more info is that the only 2 members of Rugged that are the same generation as the whole Battle Droids crew is Lorenzo and Lee. All the other members of Ruggeds are my generation. So that leaves a 10 to 15 year gap of experience. So it's gonna take a little time for us to catch up to Ruggeds. I'm a little bummed out though that we had to battle Ruggeds again. I'd rather have my team battle Mortal Kombat or like a team we don't get to see very often. That would have been amazing. But it is what it is, and it is again another experience. By the way, this is Ludi. Ludi is one of the staff members of Battle of the Year. If it wasn't for him, then we wouldn't be here.
Thank you for all the great kids he's teaching all day, every day. Congrats guys for making it here with 2 crews and go step by step further.
We'll be back.
Thanks a lot, man. Another great piece of advice is whenever you're at a battle and you lose, make sure you always check the finals. Not just for kids and parents, but also I know a lot of B-boys that do that as well. Don't leave as soon as you lose the battle. So I'm gonna go watch the finals and the semifinals right now.
So after making it to top 8, battling Ruggeds, 2 callouts by the kids, and me making it to the top 16 while totally unprepared, it was one hell of a day. But the trip wasn't over yet. The next day we went downtown to shoot some more videos and check out the city of Osaka that had some amazing spots. And the next morning, the kids were completely drained out of energy, ready for their long flight home. Meanwhile, it was time for me to head back to China to continue my work with the National Olympic breaking team. The crew, however, stayed in Japan for a while for some well-deserved vacation. From here on, the Battle Droids crew lived happily ever after and won their first international Battle of the Year somewhere between 2028 and 2032. See you guys in the next video.
Okay, let's go.